Good morning, hello good people, welcome to LC News, back with me, Jimmy. I will be accompanying you for a few minutes forward. Breaking news today is Indonesia protest. Student demonstration, hundreds of people were injured in the student police place in Jakarta. Students marching in Indonesia's capital and several other cities on Tuesday calling on the government to halt controversial legislation being debated in parliament. Last week, the government passed a law to amend the power of the Corruption Eradication Commission. This week, Parliament planned to make changes to a pending criminal code bill, which could discriminate against religious minorities, outlaw sex outside marriage, ban abortion, and make it illegal to insult the president. But the outcry by the protesters forced a delay. Students fought with police outside Parliament in Jakarta. Security force responded with tear gas and water cannon to disperse the crowds. There are so many problems, weakening of the Anti-Corruption Commission, and then rushing to pass the criminal code. They want to pass other bills to before the parliament term ends, but there's no transparency. As the tear gas cleared, the cleanup began. Riot police and ambulances are remain on standby for protests. For decades, previous Indonesian governments had tried to change laws that were established under Dutch colonial rule. President Joko Widodo revived discussion when he was elected 4 years ago. Human rights groups say the latest proposed changes are anterior fools.
For the last 20 years, Indonesia have gone through a reform process in which the agenda on corruption eradication, human rights protection have had tremendous achievement. The law will roll back all reforms in Indonesia in the field of human rights and anti-corruption.
Analysts believe this is why politicians are pushing to create Indonesian own criminal code, but the political fallout could threaten President Joko Widodo's ability.
He was a president who rides on the public support, who is riding on the wave of the public support from the very beginning. But now he is turning against the public. That means that he will be viewed by the public as more being for the elites, for the political parties, and so on and so forth.
Concerns are growing that the pending criminal code will be introduced when the new parliament is sworn in next week. Protesters say they will continue to make sure their voices are heard. Jimmy Shihan, LC News, Jakarta. And that was the news for today. Follow the next update in LC News. I'm Jimmy. Good morning and see you.